We know CeProd is the leading productivity, membership, and training organization, dedicated to helping individuals and organizations enhance their productivity, efficiency, and performance. And one of the ways we do that, aside from the other expressions, we have at the center, is our monthly productivity series. And for this month, our topic is, 10 ways to remain productive during retirement. And we have a resource person in-house, is a fellow of the center, and I know he's ready, it's packed. This session is going to be packed full, with a lot of information, and not only information, things that, by the time we're leaving here today, would be better off. Yeah, so the session has started. My name is Oluwapelumi, Emem-Newsong. I'm a trained legal practitioner, and currently I work in the corporate governance space, and I'm a fellow of CeProd, and it's a delight to chair this session this morning. So I welcome everybody on board. I welcome all the members of the Governing Council. I welcome our DG, I'm not sure he's around, but I welcome Dr. Chris Egbu, whether in absentia or, and every other person. For time, I would have loved us all to introduce ourselves, but maybe with time, we may do some acknowledgement, but let's just take it that all protocols are observed. So I welcome everybody on board, and I'll tell us to sit back. It promises to be a session of learning, unlearning and relearning, and this is not just cliche. This is something we have to pay attention to, and thank God we have somebody in-house to do justice to our topic. So I'll quickly read its profile, and then you would all agree with me at the end of it that there is no better person to do justice to the topic than him this morning. So I'll quickly run through that in a minute or two. So you're welcome once again, Mr. Oloyede Adeola Adeni FCP. And so he's a member of the Board of Trustees, Association of Pension Desk Practitioners of Nigeria. He retired in the Directorate Cadre of the Federal Public Service of Nigeria after a meritorious service. He served in various departments involved in pension management, accounting, and auditing. He also served as a member of the Pension Reform Committee that led to the promulgation of the Pension Reform Act 2004. Wow. While in the Federal Public Service of Nigeria, he served as head of accounts, Nigerian National Commission for UNESCO, Abuja. He was chief accountant, Federal Ministry of Health, Abuja, and assistant director, Ministry of Police Affairs. He is a Center for Management Development, CMD certified trainer who has been involved in consultancy, training, and workshops in human development to achieve and enhance productivity. He attended Nigerian College of Accountancy, Jos, University of Lagos, Nigeria, and University of Calabar, Nigeria. His professional qualifications and certifications, I would say, amongst others, include being a member of the Board of Trustees, Association of Pension Desk Practitioners of Nigeria. He's a fellow Center for Productivity. He's a fellow of Association of Forensic and Investigative Professionals of Nigeria, that is CIF-IPN. He's an associate member of the Association of National Accountants of Nigeria, ANAN. He's an associate member, Chartered Institute of Management, CIMN, and is a member, Center for Crisis Prevention and Peace Advocacy. So I'd like us all to give a rousing welcome to our speaker for the day. We can say something in the chat room. We can, put up emojis and all that, but let's make speaker. You can take it away, sir. You're very welcome. Thank you. Please let's all unmute our mics and listen to our speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Oluwapelumi. And I hope I got it. It was sung. I don't know where Dr. got all those things from. But we thank God.
we
I'm not.
went searching.
I'm not a very loud person, and having served 12 years in the public service, and that means I retired 9 years plus ago. And I want to thank God for His grace. And why me for this lecture today? I was involved in pension management for about 16 years in the federal public service. You can see from some of the things that was spread out concerning me. And I discovered that it's not only the public servants that don't care about whether they retire well or they retire well. Most professions, especially in Nigeria, they don't think that one day they will have to retire. But I think in our series of productive lecture, we decided to bring this one in, and I want to also go through it quickly. It's something we have had before, but we just to remind us that we should start early so that we can have a productive life during retirement. My name is Adeola, FCP, member of the Governing Council, as I've been said, and I want us to delve quickly into it. I will start with my introduction, then we'll talk about what is retirement, we'll talk about the stages of retirement, 10 tips for maintaining productive during retirement, and then we conclude quickly. As an introduction, I always want to ask to each person what do you call it, retirement means. Some people, it's an end of a happy life. Throughout their lifetime, they were happy, they were making it, they don't have problem. As far as they are concerned, when they leave their office, they will not be able to make money. They will not be able to buy the things they want. They will not be able to go out as they want. They will not be able to lord themselves over people as they want over their subordinates. Then someone will look at this as, is it an end of active service? Is it an end of active service? No. If you balance your work life and your health, it's not an end of active service. You can still do some other things after retirement. Agony and pain. Some people will ask, is it agony and pain when I retire? No. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a living example. Some people look at it as a cause or a trial. It's not a cause. Some people don't want to live actually. Maybe when they have reached the 60 years age, normal age in public service, and then they will just decide that they want to they would like to continue in that manner, and it's not bad. But is it an end of a happy life? Is it an end of an active service? Is it an end, is it an agony and pain when you retire? Is it a cause or a trial? These are the things you must decide by yourself before you retire. You must think about it. But for me, I thank God, it's neither of this. It's according to be happy, according to look younger, according to do what I want to do, and by the grace of God, God has helped me immensely. So what is retirement? Berkeley, 1974, defined retirement as an inevitable stage of aging where the individual gradually disengage from the mainstream of active work. When we say active work, you know, this work of 8 to 5 or 7 to 5, these are the work that we are talking about. So people look at things like that. And we are defining it as an inevitable stage of aging, whether you like it or not. You must get to retirement age in a particular sector, public sector, and even in the private sector, there are some ages to get to that you'll be asked to leave, or you must leave at that particular age. So retirement must be seen as a fluid concept. It's very fluid. It's not static. It's not just one way through, because it connotes different things and it's formed with different experiences for different people. The way people will accept it, the way some people will take it, the way some people will see it in the future. Some people see it with fear, some people see it with agony. Some people don't want to go back home and stay with their family. So these are the experiences we are having. Now, what is retirement again? Retirement can be seen as a retransition in the sense that it is the passage from one stage of development to another. Some people wonder, retirement is development. Yes, because you are aging. The way you reason is different. The time in your hands are much. When you retire, you no longer wake up like everybody else and say, I'm going to the office. You can decide when you want to wake up. You can decide when you want to go out. So it's a passing from the former business career of active service or to another, a second stage of life development. For let me tell you, retirement is a second stage of life development. I have experienced it. I have developed myself even more than when I was in service. So generally, we can view retirement as an act of retiring or the state of being retired. Retiring or state of being retired. But when you say retired, that doesn't mean that you are going to be tired. That is, to withdraw oneself from business public life or to remove from active service. It's not that you have become aged. It's not like you are tired. But probably what happens is that you are going to another stage of life. Now, let me quickly talk about stages of retirement. Now, the first stage of retirement is what we call the pre-retirement stage. This is the stage before you actually retire. It involves imagining your now life and planning for it. How do I live the next life? And this retirement starts from the day you start work, if you are wise. And if you want to advise people, like I do retirement planning for people, I advise that it is the day you start work that you start planning for retirement. Because you need to keep money and you need to keep yourself healthy before you retire. Most people shift their focus when they are doing retirement to building finances. Let me tell you, money is not the best thing you need in retirement. The first thing you need, and most importantly, is peace of mind. The retirement stage, this is where you have already enjoyed the honeymoon, you have gone to 2, 3, 4, 5 years into retirement. The money they just gave you is still there. So you are a happy man. You are enjoying yourself. You are doing what you want to do. But it comes to a point that you become retirement. The exactly of the time you retire has gone. Some of us who are very hardworking will become tired for not getting something to do. That is why I said earlier, while you are planning for finances, you must always plan for your health. And what will I do after I retire? Will I work? Will I set up a business? Will I set an investment that I'll be monitoring? These are the things that can give you joy and make you more productive during retirement. So boredom, loneliness, and feeling useless at this stage can come up. Now, the first stage, which I call orientation, this has to do with the individual. This is considered as the most challenging stage. Orientation usually occurs after retirees quickly go through their retirement to-do list, feel a lot of purpose, and begin to evaluate their retirement experience. The orientation is also involves creating a new identity. This is what people don't want to do. Some people don't want to get old. Once they see a wrinkle like this, they get angry. How can that be old? It's a new thing, it's a new development. You must get old. You cannot, when you are 40, you used to run 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers. When you are 60, you can't do that. You cannot blame yourself. Obesity will be coming in. You become big when you are not active and you eat things that you're not supposed to eat. These are issues that are very, very important that you need to take care of. So orientation is that, okay, I'm going to take it like this. It's okay. I'm retired. I'm getting old. But old age is a thing of the heart. I'm still young. You have to encourage yourself. If you don't encourage yourself, you just feel that your orientation will not work. So to avoid falling into a rut and depression, it's very crucial that you find something that gives you a sense of meaning, purpose later in life. The last stage, which I call the fifth stage, which is concentration and stability, as the word implies. This is time you reconcile yourself and accept the fact that you are retired. This is the time that you might enjoy yourself with your spouse. This is the time. And that is why I always tell me when they come for retirement planning, your spouse is the one that make your retirement rosy. They are the one that make it work. They are the one that make you to be a living being. Because if you are not very, you don't have a good relationship with your spouse, when you retire and come back home, that's a problem. That is why when some people retire, they can't stay at home. They are always on the road. So it's important that we reconcile our life and stabilize as much as we can. Now, let us quickly go to the tips for staying productive and enjoying a fulfilling retirement. For us to have high productivity after retirement, we have to achieve it with rest mindset and attitude. Right mindset. Like I've said earlier, we have already planned. And let me also let you know that whatever the plan that you put in place, it may not work. So what I always advise when people come to me is that you have your plan A to E. As your plan A didn't work out, probably you save 20 million, and you see that 20 million naira, your investment didn't bring enough money for you. What do? You should do plan B. You reduce your lifestyle. Maybe you have started buying a Chevy. You know, I'm a Yoruba man, sorry. We do a lot of parties. What I did is that when I was about to retire, a year to retirement, the last Christmas, I called my family members. I said, look, I don't have salary like before. I may not be able to buy a Chevy. I may not be able to buy chicken for Christmas. I may not be able to buy, but whatever I can do, I will do. And they understand with me. You don't have to carry yourself to retirement and feeling that, no, I have to live the same lifestyle. It may not work as you propose. So, number one, for us to have and maintain productivity during retirement, you must have purpose and goals. You must be purposeful. You must be smart. You must plan and be purposeful to achieve your goals that you have earmarked for yourself during retirement. You define what you want to achieve during retirement, whether it's learning a new skill, traveling, volunteering, or pursuing a hobby. So people in their minds, as I just mentioned, hobby, they say, do I have a hobby? Everybody has a hobby. It's just that you have to get it out of you. You have to see it. You must have a clear sense of purpose and set goals for your retirement. These are the things you do before you retire. Having a goal gives you a reason to stay productive. You have a goal. I want to open an office. When I retire, you open the office when you retire, and you are always there. And I always advise also, any retiree should not be in his house by 10 o'clock in the morning. Because for many years after you retire, you should be going out. It is when you get older that you may not be able to go out like before. Allow yourself breakfast, eat good breakfast, take your time, go to your office, come back, do something. Your brain will be working at all times. You plan for the future. Consider long-term plans, such as where you are going to live at your age and your legacy. The most important, after during planning for your retirement, when you are still working or after, is that where will I live? It is important for us before we retire to look for a place to live, and I will not advise that you will be in a hired apartment. No matter how small, get something on ground that you and your family can live in. Especially when the children get older, they will leave you the house for you. So you don't need a very big house that you cannot maintain. You need to have, because once you have a big house and you cannot maintain it, depression will set in. So we need to be careful, and you must be thinking of what do I want to leave as a legacy. He said that I want to leave some wealth for my children, or if you don't have that wealth, I want to leave something for the society. It's a legacy. Also, before we continue, I want us to send this message. I want to inform you about this message. Our members will receive free slides and recorded video, while others will receive free the training video. So please send a chat requesting for your free materials by sending your full name, email, phone number, and we have an option for each certificate of 5,000 naira. You have to indicate in the chat where you send all these details. You're able to receive all this information. You indicate in the chat. The admin is already will be picking your information to be able to put them down and get back to you as you go along. Another thing that can make you to be productive during retirement is financial planning. Ensure your finances are in order to support your retirement goals and lifestyle. For example, well, probably because I'm a member of the fellow of the pension desk officers, we have discovered that some states did not open retirement savings account for their member, for their officers. What would they give them after retirement? That's why many states today are having arrears of gratuity and pension. And the man that retired after 60 could not get anything at 7 years after. How do you want him to live? So you must plan it yourself. You prepare yourself for it. As you are doing your RSA, retirement savings account, you will be doing voluntary contribution or another voluntary investment outside that of government. Or if you are in private sector, you need the same. You must have financial planning. This is the type of life I want to live. I want to be able to buy a car that can serve me, that will not be fuel efficient. All those things must plan it wisely. You must manage your finances wisely to reduce stress and worry. If you are stressful and worried, you will not have a productive life during retirement. So financial stability can free up mental energy for productive pursuits. I've told you before. When a man or a woman that retires does not have something that's coming to him along the line, maybe weekly, monthly, or by 2 months, 3 months, the person will become disoriented. You must have something that is coming to you that makes you continue to live life, no matter how small. Consider consulting a financial advisor. Also, before you retire, and even if you have not done it before you retire, you can still consult a financial advisor or a retirement planner like me. Sorry, I'm not trying to market myself here. Now, also you create a routine. For you to be productive at retirement, you must have a routine. What time do I wake up? What do I do? When do I take breakfast? What type of food do I eat? After eating, do I relax? Do I, in the evening, do I take a walk after eating? You must have a routine. You must have food that will make beneficial to your body and soul. You must be healthy. You must eat healthy. All these are very, very important. It will help you to stay organized and motivated. Also, efficiently managing your time by creating a schedule or to-do list. This is very, very important for you. Because as a retiree, you have a lot of time in your hands. If you don't have a to-do list or how to go about your life every day or create a routine, you might not have a productive life during retirement. Also, I would say that to have a productive after retirement or during retirement, you have to stay active. Regular physical activity is crucial for your body, for both physical and mental health. Swimming, walking, or yoga. Also, you have to do regular exercise, balanced diet, adequate sleep. As a retiree, you must have time to sleep. You must sleep early. And if you wake up early, pick a book and read. After reading for some time and you are tired, you sleep back. You have time in your hands. Unless you have an appointment in the following day. You have to prioritize your head with regular checkups and a healthy lifestyle. This is not the time for you to party. To party through the night, drink, coming out in late. You have to manage yourself to be able to stay much more alive and active. Also, you must always stimulate your brain, your mental. You do this by reading, looking for things to read, explore books, explore the internet, look for things that can make your life to be more active and stimulate your mental senses. Solving puzzles, learning something new, take new courses. I cannot mention the courses I've taken since I retired. I was just taking them. It's not that I needed them. Nobody's going to employ me. But I just want to keep my brain moving, more healthy, and for it to be more stimulated. Embrace lifelong learning, new skills, knowledge that can keep your mind active and open up new opportunities for productivity. Let me also tell you here Before I retired, in fact, let me say about 5 years before I retire, I already know that I want to be a consultant in terms of training in my area of accounting, auditing. You know, I just know that I want to be that. And before I retired, I started doing it. After retirement, I continued. And this is what I've been doing. And if some of you have seen my faces on through the camera, I'm not looking old. After 9 years retirement. So you must simulate your brain. There's no topic you give me I will not talk about, or I could not talk on, because I read a lot, and I ensure that I keep abreast of the news, not the bad news, but the good news around me. Let me also tell you, as a retiree, always run away from bad news. Don't read them, because it dampens you'll be thinking, don't have our time. It's not good. We don't do these things. Please, it's very, very important. You have to socialize. Maintain and expand your social circle, your alumni association, your old mates, your old friends, your spousal, your family friends, your family members. You have to socialize. It motivates you, it supports you, and even you have collaboration opportunities to travel, explore, go to another places you have not seen before. Go there, you learn more. Like I've been told, and I know, traveling experiences is more than enough knowledge that can last for a lifetime. Also, you have to give back to society by volunteering. You volunteer. I've tried my bit. For example, this one I'm talking to you about, there's a package that I do for people before they retire. I do it free. I do free training every February. Maybe I put on Zoom so that many people can join. I always like to ministry to join it, and I will entertain them. I tell them do it free so that they can have a better life after retirement. You volunteer, give back to society, to the community. Find the cause you are passionate about and volunteer your time and your skills. It's valuable and admirable. But let me also tell you that you must limit your volunteer activities. Leave time for productivity, your favorite personal pursuit. If you have an investment, don't let volunteering take over your investment. But you have to monitor them, you have to maintain them, you have to watch them. So I will all advise strongly that you decline or disengage from excessive service commitments and make volunteering commitments so that you can be able to be productive more and more in retirement. You have to relax and enjoy. Retirement is a time to relax and enjoy life. Don't feel pressure to be constantly productive. You don't have, once you are doing something, your productivity, you are going on, and you feel tired, stand up. Just go and relax. Your downtime is important too. You need to get downtime where you remove all those things from your head and go and relax somewhere. And that is why, if God gives one degree, as a retiree, you must have a library where you go leave the noise of the family, everything. You enter your library, your hallowed chamber, and relax so that you can enjoy your life. Find a balance between work and leisure. You must balance it. It's also essential to enjoy your retirement and have time for relaxation and fun. Recruiting all your whole hobbies. So you can play football, swimming, all those things that you can do as a hobby. If it's to talk, if it's to meet people, discuss, do all the things you can do as a hobby. It helps you to relax and also open up your brain to new things as you go along. You have to be tech savvy. Some people cannot even use their phone for WhatsApp. It's wonderful. How do you get information in these days? You must be tech savvy. You must follow the trend. You must know what is happening. New technologies, stay connected with loved ones, and access information and entertainment. Embrace change. Be able to change and adapt to new circumstances and opportunities that may arise during retirement. Some people will just say, no, during my time. No. I cannot do that. During my time, when I was in office, I remember I was in office. You have to adapt to change. You have to be open to it. You embrace it. When things are changing, study it. You to go into it and see where you belong or how far you can go. It's very, very important. Set boundaries. It's okay to say no to commitment, as I've said earlier. Don't align with your retirement goals. Be mindful of your time and energy. Say no to commitment that do not align with your retirement goals and purpose. Be mindful of your time and energy. Time to relax, time to work, time to interact, time to socialize, time to eat well. All these are very, very important. You must be, this is time to even be able to say no. Because time of retirement is a time that there's no structure. It's you that will structure by yourself. I have to pause again to let us know we're on this platform, and you would like to have, as for our members, they will receive free slides and recorded video, while others will receive, who are not a member yet, will receive free video of the training. If you are interested, send your full names, your email, your phone number, and indicate if you want the two, both the video and the slides, for an e-certificate fee of 5,000 naira. You indicate in the chat, that will pick your name and contact you as to how you are going to do that later. In continuing, to maintain productivity during retirement, you must have self-motivation. Develop self-discipline. Retirement lacks external structure. What I mean by external structure is that outside will not come and control you. You don't have a boss again. You don't have colleagues that will tell you what to do. It is internal structure. It is how you control yourself internally, which has to do with self-discipline and motivating yourself. Especially when you are in this stage of the fifth stage, you have to motivate yourself. No matter the plan that I planned and didn't work out, A, B, C, D, even if you get to E, I will always be motivated and I want to be a happy man. You'll be happy. I ensure in my own way, I ensure that once I leave my office or whatever appointment I have, before 7 o'clock, I'm in my house. I just decided it, except that I have to be outside. Because there's no reason for me to do that. I need to come and relax. Also, I don't go about looking for something that my hand cannot reach. I ensure that I motivate myself. What I don't have. I work towards it to have it. If I get it, fine. If I don't get it, I'll get part of it. You have to motivate yourself. You have to rely on self-motivation to accomplish your goals. You must be resilient. You must be ready to face challenges and setbacks. I told you about plans A to E. Any of the plans that didn't work, don't be disillusioned. Just continue to go on and seek the help of family members. They will make you happy. Some people came to me for retirement planning, and I asked them, how's your own front? With your spouse, with your children. Let me tell you, if you retire and go back home, and you don't have a good relationship with your spouse and your children or family members, you find it tough. You can't be productive after retirement. They make hell of your life. Not that they want to do on purpose, but it's because you are no longer, you are not in charge. All the years you have been outside working, leaving them in the house, running the house for you, do everything. When you come back, you have to relax and look at how you have been running when you are not there, so that you can key into it. That's the only way you can be. You'll be resilient. The way you don't like, I want to watch NTA Channel 10. That's the news I want to watch. They will tell you, no, Dad, want to watch a telenovela. You better be careful. You better slow down. Go to your room, look for something to do, and so that I'm talking about being resilient. Face challenges and setbacks. Resilience will help you to bounce back and stay productive in the face of adversity. Let me quickly brief us the role of CeProd in your productivity. This center became a legal entity on the 11th of December 2008, registration company number 30518. The Center for Public Service Productivity and Development was registered as a non-governmental and non-profit organization, a world-class productivity center in Africa. The centrality of productivity to all sectors of the African economy call for concerted efforts. We have seen this in Africa and most importantly in Nigeria. All we needed is to be productive. Any community, any person, any community, any society, or any country that's not productive can never become rich or develop normal like others. So we come for considerable efforts and measure to reverse declining trends in the productive of third world economies, hence the intervention of CeProd. Now, there are several publications, especially for those who have not joined. Most of our members know this. Below are some of awareness campaigns in national and international publications. Number one, how Nigeria GDP can increase. It's a publication by this center. Then, in the Sun newspapers, 22nd of May 2021, how to use PR to curb strike and boost productivity. It's a good read. If you can look for Modern Ghana publication, December 7, 2019. Also, we have other publication, COVID-19. Center advocates flexible working options to increase productivity. Our center, this CeProd, advocated for flexible working options to increase productivity. You can see this in News Agents of Nigeria, November 2020. Then we have the post-COVID-19 era. We advocated FIMC offers free personal finance course to help households. We did all this to help households to be able to come over the pandemic issues that came along. You can see them Lagos City Reporter June 24, 2020. And for more on this, you can go to our website, which is www.centerforproductivity.org. Just avail yourself. In this on our website, you will see many of the publications that will also help you to know how far you have gone. Also, what are the benefits of membership? We show our members the best productive principles, values, standards, and practices as a crucial factor in performance of the organizations and businesses. Many of our members, or almost all our members, have attest to this fact that joining the center has not been made them not to be the same again. It has increased their productive principles, values, standards, and practices, not only for themselves, even for the company that they work for or the company that they run. Our members understand that increasing personal productivity raises their living standards and enhances national productivity. It is when individuals are productive that the nation will become productive. It will enhance national productivity. And one of the problems that we have in Nigeria today is that most Nigerians are not productive, though we might say that it's not their fault because no power, no this, no that. At the same time, individuals must find a way to make them productive so that Nigeria can be productive. And this is a picture of one of our inductions in Abuja in 2021 at Ekiti State Hotel, Maitama, Abuja, Nigeria. If you look at the, if I look at the to your left, I'm the one last on the left wearing glasses, and Dr. Egu DG is in the middle. Those are one of the pictures. So also, what are the benefits? As our members, productivity improves the more their real income. As our members' productivity improves, the more their real income improves. Because the more productive you are, the more your income. Their ability to purchase goods and services, enjoy leisure, improve housing and education, and contribute to social and environmental impact will increase, definitely. When you make more money, it makes your life better. You're able to take care of your children's education, you educate yourself, you have good sense of life. Increasing our members' productivity also help their businesses to be more profitable. Yes. With the training that have been received from the center and the subsequent series of lectures, tips on how to be more productive, tips on how to make your business more productive, have enhanced our members' productivity in their businesses. Perhaps the main benefit of becoming a member of Center for Productivity is associate. You have either associate or member or fellow. It's a version of productivity that denotes a high level of professional competence and performance standard. Also, a monthly newsletter and special research reports keep members informed about emerging issues in the profession, locally and internationally. These are the benefits to our members. A unique opportunity for self-development is a benefit to our members. Members have frequent opportunity to exchange ideas with experienced professionals so as to update and expand their skills. Yes. Those are some of our inductions. I've met some people from the US, from South Africa, from other parts, Liberia, Zimbabwe. We have interacted and even gained more experience from them as professionals. Also, there's an ongoing program that involves productivity coaching, purely to assist members in understanding the main determinants or drivers of productivity growth. Certain factors are critical for determining productivity growth. This is a coaching program that enhances your productivity and make your business to become more productive and individually more productive too. It's an ongoing and drives your productivity growth. So, and it's there to make you to understand that certain factors are critical for determining productivity growth. There are a lot of ways to measure them. Now, as a member, your name will be listed in our online CeProd membership directory. Every time people come to our website, you see your name there, you see your business there. And also, international networking among business leaders are professionals. This one is especially LinkedIn and other places. You see membership benefits that are quickly there. Now, I want to conclude. I want you to remember that retirement is a time to enjoy life, pursue your passions, and explore new interests. Also, productive retirement doesn't necessarily mean working as you did before. You cannot overwork yourself, but rather finding meaningful and fulfilling activities that make the most of your time. Things that make the most of your time. Things that are productive. Nothing you don't do for doing sake. You must be able to pursue your life, enjoy your life, pursue your passion, and explore interests. Also, be engaged in meaningful and fulfilling activities that make most of your time. Also remember, it is about finding purpose, staying active, enjoying a well-balanced and fulfilling life. Finally, it is time to enjoy life and pursue what brings you joy and fulfillment. You have the freedom to choose how you want to spend your time. So explore different options and find what resonates with you. Thank you very much for listening, and God bless you. I also would like to have additions and questions and enhancements from all of you. Thank you very much for listening, and God bless you. Chairman, please.
At the beginning of the session, it's going to be a time of learning, relearning, and unlearning. Like for me now, one key takeaway now is that, retirement is not just financial planning, because that's what I always have at the back of my mind, and that has always been my race. But I've gone away today with, a robust list of things, that can make me very productive during retirement. And so now we've come to one of my favorite parts of conversations. There's a Chinese saying that goes, tell me and I remember for 1 hour, show me and I remember for a day, but let me do it and I remember for a lifetime, I remember forever. So from our speaker, he has told us, we know we remember, and he has even shown us, because we can tell when he mentioned his age, when he said he's been retired for 9 years, I said, wow, God, please, I want to stay young and active, in my retirement year. So it's now on us to do it. So it's a part of us. And then people can look at us tomorrow too in our retirement age, and they see admirable qualities. They want to learn from us, with all the tips that we've learned today. I don't want to go over them, but of course would have the slides, and I liked one of the tips that creates a routine. I find comfort so much in routine. So I said, oh, routine, you're waiting for me in retirement, no problem, and all that. So now the speaker has shared with us, one thing about speaking, you are limited to your slides, you're limited to time and all that. But Mike Murdoch told us that, a conversation is the best thing on earth. But the best part of a conversation is a question, because with the question, you now control your own learning. The speaker has, spoken, he has given us his slides, but with questions, we can draw out more things from him, especially someone like our speaker of today would all agree that he is a resource, not just a resource person, he is a resource. And I was following closely and, I'm the better for it. So now questions from the house and, maybe contributions, but if anybody has a question, I'd like you to do so by show of hands. Oh, I see a lot of things happen while I'm off. I can see some hands up, and I think I'll take them in batches of 3.
Just
so we
say them one
don't
by
rush.
one.
Yes, okay, one by one. Okay, so we don't rush Mr. Oloyede. So I don't know the order in which the hands were raised, but please let me just...
You begin with me. Begin with me because I was the first person to raise my hand.
Very well, sir. Very well. So, okay, you can take it away, sir. All right, sir.
My name is Professor Bantu, and I'm the Vice President for the World Council for Psychotherapy in Africa and a university professor at Kavala University. I followed very, very closely. In fact, I was even asking myself, why can't we still continue with this series and incorporate almost all the universities? Because as I am observing, a number of academic staff, they don't want to retire. They just go and be libraries. In fact, the presenter is now going to be my library. So would like to have some of these things and of a happy life. I think that would be the beginning of a good life. And of active service. No, universities still need these brains. There is nothing that will ever beat experience. Agony and pain. No, he has already elaborated that there shall not be any agony or pain. Because now I was thinking that we can have these meetings circulated and cascaded in almost all the universities. Let's begin with universities. Okay. And then, this productive coaching. To me, I'm thinking of mental wellness, retirement, productivity, and mental wellness, which I'm going to prepare so that we can be able to share with our colleagues. So I want to thank you very much. I want to believe that my submissions will be accepted in your hands, and I'll be able to see this kind of collaboration cascaded into our university. Thank you very much. God bless you. I'll be happy to meet you.
Yes, sir. We will contact you, sir. Maybe I'll come to the university and talk, sir.
All right. Yes, you're welcome.
Yes,
you're
thank
welcome
you.
To our university.
Yes. Okay, sir.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Can we allow the woman to talk, sir?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
My name is Daniel Thomas, FCP. First of all, I want to commend the last speaker, the one that made contribution, the professor. Having said that, it was apt that he made those contributions, but I want to also reiterate that there were hands up before he barged in. Okay. Having mentioned that, I want to go straight to the presenter of today. Very apt. He didn't make presentation, he shared life. Because I'm a retiree too, but I voluntarily retired before 50, and I've been very productive and resourceful after retirement. Not retired to be tired, but retired to be reinvented. Yes. So sir, you really nailed it. What really stood out for me is even after retirement, you need to be creative. And I see creativity and innovation in what you have done today. And I want to encourage everyone who is on this call, think about retirement, plan about retirement. If you don't think about it, you cannot become it. What you don't think, you can never become. What you don't plan, you can never and pursue, you can never possess. Just like he said, I'm not trying to reiterate all that he said. It's not a dead end. It is not a passport to a life of agony. Rather, we should see it as an envelope, an opening of a new life, a new discovery, an opening of a new discovery, an opening of a new contribution to the society. Just like the professor said, if there's anything we need at this time in our country, in Africa, and in fact in the world, we need all this shared resource, accumulation of resource that you have accumulated over 30 years, 35 years, 40 years in some instances, and you come and transform people's life by coaching them, and by contributing to the society. Our universities lack this today because we don't have more of Professor Emeritus. They retire and they go back home and die. And that's why I think what you have done today, sir, is something we need to emulate across all the sectors, in the public sector, in the private sector, in our universities. Let's begin to get these people that have all this resource in. Let them not die and go to the grave with all this huge resource. I was really touched today, and I want to thank you. I want to appreciate CeProd for bringing you in this session. Thank you. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. Chairman, can we allow woman to ask question?
Yes, please. So let's just follow in that order, because I can see after Mr. Daniel Thomas on my own screen is Blessing Okwe. I hope she is okay. I hope this is a female. Okay. Please take it away, ma'am.
Yes.
Madam Okwe, we are waiting for you. Unmute yourself, please. Go ahead.
You can go ahead, ma. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much, Professor. I said your daughter is still in her prime, but I haven't listened to you. I think I'm not afraid going old and growing.
That's good.
We're getting retired. I just want to touch. You said retirement is enjoyment. It's enjoyment time. It's time to enjoy life. Exploring new interests. Yes. I want to say thank you. As a writer, I think when I retire, that will be my passion. God bless you.
Thank you, ma.
Yes, ma. Thank you. Yes,
okay, let's have Mr. Bala Muhammad. Is next to on my own screen, on my view here. Mr.
Yes,
Bala
hello,
Muhammad.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you, doctor. All I had wanted to say had been said by previous speakers. Yes, thank you very much. All I had wanted to say had been said by previous speakers. I'm new to the center, and this is my first time of attending such a meeting online, even virtual. And I've learned a lot. I just want to say thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and I would love to be participating in such kind of events in the near future. Thank you very much once again. Thank you very much once again. And
you're welcome.
I would like more details on how to join, how to be a full member of the center, please.
Okay, send a chat to the chat box. The admin will call you from there, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Bala Mohammed. That was a comment as well. Okay, so can I quickly just crave an indulgence? If I may ask Mr. Uwari, is it a question or a comment? So I can see some questions in the chat room.
Mine is contribution, if I may have the chance.
Okay. Let's take yours, and then we'll take some of the questions here. I can see some questions in the chat room, and then let's take your contribution, sir, and then we'll take some questions in the chat room.
Mine is I was very, very delighted to be part of the program first. Secondly, I'm a student, a PhD student from Malaysia within agribusiness. What I had, it was like everything, but one thing I couldn't find inside is Professor has put so many things, but he left us. It's like he left us back. I actually didn't know. Is it possible for the prof at least to include the people like us in agricultural sector after retiring? Because I can see that we are having problem as of now, if I may say, the problem of food inflation. When you went to buy rice or any foodstuffs, you'll find out the little money you have cannot be enough for you, and then maybe you have already decided. Is it possible that there maybe this will be incorporated in your going, so that maybe people when they retired, at least even at the backyard of your house, you can at least make something out of it, so that at least we don't have to be importing everything, like say tomatoes, peppers, and the rest of them. If we can do that, at least we can at least make our country.
Can we please mute our mics? Thank you.
Can I continue?
If you do not have the floor, can you please mute your mic?
Thank you. Yes, okay, sir. As I have said, agriculture is one of the at least it doesn't require much from the beginning. At least when you retire, there are so many places you can put yourself there so that you can be productive, not for yourself, or at least for the family, if at least maybe for your community or around the states or the Nigeria in general. My topic on my research topic is effect of risk management on rice production supply chain performance in Kebbi State, and I'm about to present my final presentation maybe by the end of this year or something like that. Okay. But I have seen so many things. If to say we can be able, because I come to realize it's not everything that government can do for us.
Yes.
We have resources, but the resources are limited, and we are many. But if we can put ourselves together, at least me, let me go for this one. You, Professor, maybe you can go for cassava production or something like this after you retiring. Little resources, because it's just a matter of little resources that you have. If you put these little resources, at least if you can even feed your own family, then it is very okay. You are not putting pressure on anybody, and nobody is putting pressure on you. If you can, at least maybe you have more resources, you can remove the pressure from some people else. I think if I don't know if the prof has gets. Yes, because I can see we are moving. We are moving in a place that everybody will. It's like food is now the scarce resources that people need.
Okay.
No matter the amount of money you have, if you don't have the food on your listing, then at least you are left behind. With this, I can say I'm very, very delighted to be here, and I want to continue to be part of this. Yes, I'm very, very delighted. Thank you very much for your.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wari. Okay.
Dr. Joshua, chairperson. Okay.
Okay. Doctor. Okay, I said Doctor. I don't know. Mr. Joshua Dewale, please, you can ask your question, sir.
Unmute yourself, sir.
Sir, your mic is not.
We can't hear you, sir.
Your mic, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
As I said, it's more or less of a comment, because when the VC was talking, he was saying that they should come to the universities and other places to make presentation. And I've even made a comment that anybody who is on this platform now, whether by invitation or membership, is expected to be an ambassador of CeProd. In other words, if you have heard and you enjoy what you have heard, then disseminate the information. Because if you invite people that, oh, okay, come to our university and make this presentation, it will be easier for you to make the people, both students and staff, to be available to hear the information, rather than the man coming around to say, oh, I'm coming to give you a lecture, which people will now be thinking, oh, what has he got to sell? And it's the same thing, not only in terms of information, because I heard somebody talking about membership. It will be an opportunity for you to say, oh, I attended the lecture by this, and the membership is available. Because unlike other organizations, here we do not give honorary membership at whatever level. You have to prove yourself worthy before you can be given the membership. In other words, there are lectures you're expected to attend, there are interviews and so on. And of course, we don't leave you like what we are doing now to be on your own, because apart from the regular newsletters and others, you have an opportunity of at least every month to listen to new lectures. So it's an opportunity for everyone who is here. If you see that, oh, this thing is good, mention it to others. And if you think that there are ways of improvement, let us know about it. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay, let's have Mr. Alfred Olutola. I see that you were also the one that posted the questions in the chat room. So you have the floor, sir.
Oh, can I answer the questions?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes.
I put my question there, but I just want to add to what Mr. Buhari said in tandem with what we are discussing at the moment. I want to share my experience. I started work around the age of 24 at the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture. And I discovered that some of the people that work there, maybe just 30 years, 25 years, and whatever, once they retire, before 2 years, you hear that they die. So I look at it, what is the issue? I discovered that just what Dr. Louis, the presenter, doctor has said, that there is a pre-retirement where you plan. So with this, I did my survey and discovered that most of them don't have this pre-retirement plan. So I decided to, make sure that I'll do that. So what did I do? I gave myself time that at the age of 10, after I've worked 7 years in the institute, I will gain knowledge about agriculture, and I will move out so that I become a full consultant in my area of discipline. At that 30 years, from what I got from the consulting, I got a piece of land. I started developing in agriculture in order for me to plan for my retirement. This is what I continue for over 20 years. I'm over 50 now. And I used that to, I was spending money on gym. And I decided that, okay, now my gym would be the farmland. I'll go to my farmland and I would try and work when I was still very active. So I used that to train myself, build myself, and I discovered that, one, that is providing food for me. As of today, I can also sell, make money from agriculture. I'm in my 50s now. Maybe in the next 10 years, I will be out of practice at this, but already I have something. I'm just processing, what he is saying. When we want to even plan for our retirement, we must look for a way that, okay, how am I going to be productive so that I'll be useful for myself and be useful for my environment? One of the key things he said then, we didn't know that Nigeria will come to this, to this point we are in terms of food production. But now, I can tell you subsequently, from what I'm getting from the farm, it's what I'm feeding my family.
And we encountered problems here and there. Of course, we had
very pertinent for us to have a pre-retirement plan. And just like Doctor has said, we have to be disciplined to make sure that we follow that plan, and we have a plan B if that one doesn't work out. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Okay, let's have Mr. Lukman Akonde. Okay.
Unmute yourself, sir.
You have the floor, Mr. Akonde. If you're still on the call with us, you have the floor.
Let's go to Mr. Benedict then. Madam
Okay,
Benedict.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Benedict.
Unmute yourself, sir. Mr. Benedict, you have to unmute yourself. Go ahead.
I'll unmute myself now. Yeah.
Okay.
My name is Benedict Otigo. Well, I'm an engineer by profession. But there's one thing I know which happens to people that are retired in Nigeria. I don't know about other African countries. They don't seem to last long. That is one. And I've attended several seminars or meetings like this. There's something that is always left out. Personal. That what bites my person? What are challenges I have that I will not be able to speak out? So I like your face. You're a very handsome man. I don't know we've seen between me and you. You're a handsome man, and I like the way you are giving it out freely. But please, can you get a group within your group? What keeps people in retirement, or what makes people non-productive in retirement? It's not necessarily the ability to do, not to do, but there are some personal things which are personal, which we don't want to mention. But I tell you so that I've discovered now. And if I say I'm a traditional religionist, it may sound one kind to people.
No, yes, sir. Yes.
But I discovered that people who retire and who have trained their children, they may just suddenly die. That is a key thing. We cannot discuss that one in our open forum. But if people want to know, we can do something. Say something for them to do. Just check around you.
Yes, sir.
Check around you. So I cannot say more than that.
Okay, sir.
I'm a Nigerian professional. I'm also a Catholic too.
Okay, sir.
So, but you understand what I'm saying. So, if you can cooperate with personal things, personal, that people know how to discuss. So they can discuss institute religion or institute sciences, that's medical sciences. So that is what I'm after, because you have to their life to be productive. Thank you very much, sir, for this opportunity. No, God bless you. Keep you to take care of your children. Yes.
Amen, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Solomon?
Mr. Zuki Solomon.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Please, I have just a little question to ask. My question is that, based on the time I joined the meeting, Professor said something about after you retire, you are supposed to take a rest. Okay, but now, and combining that with the questions and the contributions of people are saying, let me assume, for example, someone who worked for like 50 to 60 years after retirement without a good job. Your retirement has to do with a proper, probably payment of retirement. Now, someone who does not have a good job that has with a good service in his retirement time. So how would the person be able to stand or relax to set up himself? You understand my question, please?
So, can I answer? Can I speak to that?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Solomon. No matter what happens, I'm sorry, probably, I put private life there too. But as a private person or somebody we call self-employed, if you are self-employed, probably you start being self-employed from age 20 or 25, let's say 30. Now, you have many years ahead of you. All you have to do with thinking about when I will not be strong enough to do this job. You must always think about, I will not be strong enough in 20 years, 30 years time in doing this job that I'm doing. That's why I'm saying that people will tell you don't have a good job, so they cannot have a savings. The reason why I didn't combine personal financial planning with this retirement is because of our time. Usually I take it with personal financial planning. There's no person in this world that money, 1 naira, 2 naira, 3 naira has not enter his hand.
Okay.
Lifetime. What you have to do as a person, you see, we cannot excuse ourselves that say that government is bad, economy is bad, but you have a life to live. After 60, after 50, after 60, after 70, you have your own life to live. One of the reasons why RSA, the retirement savings account, was proposed in that act, which I honorably was a member, is that the government acting as a father to all feel that he doesn't want somebody or any of his sons or children to become a nuisance in the future. So whatever money that you have contributed, when you retire, it will be given to you to live your life after 60 years. Also, the federal government of Nigeria in that act also provide what we call micro pensions. Micro. You know, for you to be able to save, you must be a disciplined person. If you are not disciplined, you can't save. Let me also let you know that many civil servants, assistant directors, deputy directors that I have spoke to, they don't have savings at that level. So they are the same like somebody who is self-employed, who doesn't have savings because the money is not enough. They will always tell you that the money is not enough. Why will I get able to save? It's a lie. If you think that God will give you a person to reach 70, 80, you must also plan for those years. Also, you cannot say you want to depend on your children when you retire. That is an act that's not becoming of a human being. What if the children are not there? They are not dead, or they are not there for you. What will you do? Nothing. They will marry, go to their husband's house, go to stay with their wives, and they will take care of you. So every person must plan that at so age, I will be able to do what I'm doing so that I can start saving towards it. You can build a house, you can buy a car to help you when you retire. So what we are saying is that savings has to do with discipline, and savings is not 1,000, 2,000. Savings is 200 naira. Let me also let you know that I have done 100 naira savings before. 100 naira savings per day. I'm educated, I'm a chartered accountant, I'm everything. But I do savings of 100 naira just to try it, to practice it. It is only somebody who's not serious that will say cannot save. You can't say that. What is saving? It save our souls. Save our souls. When people come to my office, I ask them a question, what is saving? I tell them, it saved my soul. In the future, when I never expect it to happen, if somebody has a child or children, when they come to my house, can your child of 6-year-old tell you that I'll be sick tomorrow? No. The child cannot say he'll be sick tomorrow. But what will you do when he's sick tomorrow? It is where you have put something down to keep that you go and pick and take care of the child. Because you cannot stand and your child is dying. What we should do is to ensure that we need to plan for everything of our life. If you cannot do that, join the micro pension that is that act, or do a susu. Just do something about the future of your life. Let me also tell you, do you know that my small stipend that I collect as pension, I still save from it because I'm used to saving. You have to save. You have to keep something that makes you have confidence. If a problem of 10,000 naira happen in your house, and as a man, you are crying about to look for 10,000, you can't tell me that. I won't accept it. You must say, 20,000, my dad take 10,000. Your wife will pray for you, will still get the remaining 50%. Savings doesn't have to do with what you have, or what you are receiving, or what you are making, or the profit you are making. It has to do with discipline, that I must only remain for me to eat later. And this is what some of us are doing. And I have confidence that tomorrow, end of the month, I'm going to get something. Another thing will come from the job I'm doing. So I live younger. I don't think of money or that I'm going to be stranded. Some people say I stole money. That's why I'm like that. It's between me and God and them. I know what I did in service. I had the opportunity to be a billionaire, not to talk to people on this platform, because I would be a big man. I was in charge of pension, paying the whole of Nigeria. I would have stolen it if I wanted to. Nobody can stop me. But what we are saying is that try and put something aside to make your life, to think of your life in future. And it's not only money, your emotions. I am an emotional man. I have to think of myself. I get angry quickly. You work on your anger. You must do those things before you become incapable of doing what you are doing before. It's not only money that is retirement. It is also your ability to take care of yourself, to be disciplined, to prepare, to motivate yourself. And find above everything to stay focused that as long as God keeps me this life, I'm going to be a better person. That's what all of us should do. I don't know whether I'll be able to answer it properly, but I think if we have a place where we're going to talk about this thing, it will take us time. I've gone through this before. People argue about it. You don't have to say you don't have a good job, but you married. Once you marry, you have a responsibility. And if you are not married, you have a responsibility to yourself. You must prepare that tomorrow I'm able to do this job. I must be able to do something to take care of me in future. Because if you say God is going to call you by 70, if God didn't call you until 100, I always tell people, they say 70 years is Bible say. Bible didn't say that. You prepare for 200 years if God keeps you here. So savings is not receiving big salary. It is saving 100 naira, 200 naira every day. It becomes a big ocean. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Yes, I wanted to call him. So, yes. DG, you have the floor, sir.
Okay, I want to quickly say something. I'm at event. I have to come out to be able to address you and to join. So if you can see, I'm inside the vehicle. So I appreciate our guest speaker, Oloyede. Join other council members in appreciating you. I want to make sure that all the members of CeProd, we want to make sure that you have benefits. When we talk about productivity, we are talking about how you can enhance your growth, your income. And those who have joined this organization, CeProd, just like Dr. Adeola said, it is not an organization that leaves you to chance in your growth. We take you by hand and make sure you grow.
Yes.
So on 10th November, we'll have an event for only members on 10th of November. Please mark it, Friday, 10th of November. We are bringing an agro exporter who is making lots of millions of dollars to take our members on how they can join in being an agro product exporter. People are complaining now, dollar have risen to 1,010, 1,020 per dollar, and it's still going up. So what can you do about it? What you can do as our member is to be exporting and earning in dollar so that you will not be complaining. So on 10th of November, the MD of Jazz Farms or something like that, who is an exporter, he will come. So put down your questions. He will tell you how he's exporting okra, egusi, yam, rice, anything you can talk of. From here to Canada, to Britain, to US, and earn in dollar. That will be strictly for our members. We are going to send you the invite, and it's one of the benefits. We are paying the man to do that, but our members will not pay. But the center will pay for that. Please come on 10th and join and put your questions. It's not theory. It is somebody who is doing it. He will lead you by hand. If you cannot even do it, you can be a broker. So 10th of November, only for our members. They will come and know how to earn in dollar through agro export. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, sir. Okay, we have Mr. Ibrahim Ali. I think that's the last hand up. Mr. Ibrahim Ali, you have the floor.
Thank you so much. I think I commend the officials of CeProd. I've attended their presentation so many times. And from my assessment, is very relevant to the growth of individual, private, and public institutions. But the appeal I want to make to the organizers, which I will say I will soon register, is that in view of the importance of this organization to the growth of individual, public, and private institutions, I think it is very important for CeProd to have a collaboration with private and public sector in such a way that at the point of entry during induction, there will be a presentation by CeProd in these organizations. And this pre-retirement presentation should be part of those presentations that are supposed to be made. Why am I saying this? Most of the pre-retirement training that are organized is almost at the point of disengagement of people in private and public sector. And at this point, they have no time even to reorganize themselves, especially those that are not professionals. But for those that are professionals, it's a little bit easier because by the nature of their professional training, they can go into capacity building, they can go into consultancy, they can go into other areas that is very easy to manipulate. So for those that are not professionals, if this presentation is made to them at the point of entry during induction, even if they make mistake, maybe midway they have a rethink. And it will be very relevant to the production of both private and individual organizations and the growth, and the country will benefit from it. And if we have strong relationship with maybe the organizations that are responsible for retirement, I think it's better to appeal to them to shift the pre-retirement training to maybe about 5 years to the time of retirement of the individuals or people working in those organizations. They will be able to have a look at what they've done in the past and see how they can rethink and reorganize themselves. That one will be better than now that people are advancing for 65 years retirement age and all those things. Because if you retire at 65, I don't know what you can do for yourself. So it is an appeal I'm making to CeProd. And as I said, I will soon join because they have quality individuals that make presentations, win the heart of the people. Because many people believe in the past that retirement planning is about financial planning and all those things. But from presentation today, there are a lot of ways you can engage yourselves, and you'll be happy with yourself, and you'll be happy with your family, and even a lot of people that you make contact with will be able to have, say, benefit that I'm getting a lot from this book. I thank you for this, and I pray that you'll be able to consider this, and government and individual organizations, both private, they'll be able to relate with you to make sure that we improve the lot of people in this country. Thank you.
Well noted, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay, I see more hands. Dr. Larry Bebe, please pardon me. I hope I pronounced that.
Anyhow, you are doing well. Thank you very much.
Dr. Larry.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Once again, we are very grateful for this opportunity. I think I will be right if I call the presenter as the we can call him as the senior citizen Oloyede. That was a powerful presentation for us.
You're welcome, sir.
Sir, we cannot overemphasize one of the first points you made by saying that you should start planning your retirement when you are starting, immediately you start working. I have been to several organizations and I've met with people who are retiring and they're getting angry as if they are going to die. And they even transfer the aggression to those that are coming behind them. Why? Because they were not prepared. I think what we are doing now, just as the last speaker have said, will be very, very good if it is many years before retirement. Otherwise, it will be too late for them to have this information, because if you retire and want to use the retirement money to build house, you will die of hypertension because you will not meet up. But if you have been planning for something, then there will be no emergency. But unfortunately, there are many of them, when the retirement is just 2 months or maybe 1 year, they become anxious to the point that they get confused, and retirement becomes something as if they are going to die. So, sir, we are very grateful for this opportunity. Even though I have not worked under anybody since I finished university in 1990, but I've worked with people who are retiring, and they are fighting. So I may not know how it feels in their body, but I think it's dangerous for you to plan late instead of planning the first day. Even though some of these things I tell some of my colleagues, I said, you don't have to be in a hurry again. Because if you don't plan before, it's a waste of time now planning, because you get confused. But those that are coming behind you, tell them, this is the mistake you made. Don't make this mistake. We are very grateful, sir. And we are grateful to Dr. Ibu and every other people that conducted this. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Yadu, please, let me quickly respond. Sir, the training for retirement, you start at induction. Immediately you are employed, because we always advise that between that particular time you are employed, you be inducted to that place, and 5 years, you must already have what you want to do. You just be changing it along the way. Also, it's never too late. Even if you have retired, you can still reorder your steps. As a retirement planner, I do that for people, but it's always very easy to do it early, and it's better. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Ayado.
Okay. Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. My name is Solomon Ayado. I am the editor-in-chief of The Voice Newspapers. The Voice Newspapers is published by the Benue State government.
Okay.
By virtue of that position, I'm already a director in the State Civil Service. I'm still serving. But you see, when you made your presentation, first of all, let me appreciate you for your entire team for putting up this event. Is very key and important, quite exciting. I didn't want to, I raised my hand quite very late because I insisted that let me say something, and even if it is commendation, let me give to you because this is quite insightful.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate you. Especially for some of us who are not too old, still very young and still in active service, you have made a very valid point in your presentation that I so appreciate, the aspect of saving. A lot of us, while we are working, we have this culture of believing that at the end of every month, your salary is going to come. So many people make that mistake not to even save something small to put down. Of course, if we go into service these days, a lot of ministries and departments are going on with cooperatives, but not all staff are involved in this. So what I pick out of this very discourse is that it's not basically that you must keep a huge amount of money before you save. You can actually start small. You can actually start small and move forward. And cumulatively, if we're even saving small, by the time there's so many years you are able to put in the service are going to elapse, certainly what you were putting on small will become very huge. And like I keep telling people, the essence of retirement starts basically the day you were employed. The first day you receive your appointment letter, that's the day you need to be preparing for your retirement. If you don't take it that way, at the end of the day, when you no longer have the strength of the body and mind to push on, things become very critical. Family will come in and the rest of them. So basically, my own was to add a voice appreciate you for what you've done and quite a good presentation. And to all your the center to keep up. Some of us were interested, at least. Of course, up till now, I don't know who must have recommended me for me to be invited for this meeting. I didn't want to ask many questions. I took it that wherever it came, it is the grace and the knowledge is quite impactful. Yeah. So I basically want to appreciate and also encourage that as you have started, let it be a continuous process. Yeah. Because if it's going forward, you are saving lives. You may not know. A lot of people, if they have had this knowledge while they were working, today they will not retire and get so frustrated or not put any plan on ground. So it's just to add my voice and I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I don't want, Chairman, please, if you permit me, I don't want to respond quickly.
All right, sir.
My junior brother is a lawyer, a big lawyer in Lagos, and he has been trying to make me come to talk to MBA. Let me tell you, professionals are the worst. Professionals are the worst.
Yes,
they
sir.
Tell you they tell you they can't retire. They are making money. They are doing. They are the worst. Even if you are not going to make retirement planning, you must leave a legacy.
Yes.
And you cannot tell when God will call you or when your time will go. You see, this thing we are talking about, it is not because government wants you to have some money. It is because you must have it.
Yes.
Because if I went to the UK, US, and I see people taking in the dustbin, picking dust, cigarette stuff, smoke, because of the cold. They don't have anything after they have left work. We shouldn't be that. Our society doesn't allow that in Africa. Let us sit down. Engineers, doctors, lawyers, they feel that they are making good money. They will have money at 70, they will have money at 80.
Very true, sir.
So. However, professionals need this. This is not a full test of the course. However, this is the one that we needed here as professionals and as members of this organization. But I know going forward, the center will provide something for us to do for those who are just coming in and those who are about to exit. Thank you very much, Chairman, and God bless you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. In fact, so from now, it's going to be my own comments and, we'll be wrapping up because a lot has been said. I said it at the beginning of the session that it was going to be a session of learning, relearning, and unlearning. For me now, I'm going away knowing that retirement is not just about finances because that has been my goal. And then, Mr. Chairman, sir, you mentioned about your brother being a lawyer. That was one thought that was running through my mind because for me, I have learned basically from experiences of people around me. So not something that our professional body, the MBA, took time, to guide us through. And in recent times, we are seeing lawyers dying, lawyers that we knew were hotshot lawyers. They had money and, they are falling sick and they are calling on the association, to do contributions. Even last Monday, I was still at my branch meeting, calling for contributions and all that. And you're thinking this was some lawyer that made good money and all that. So it's very needed. I aligned myself with your brother. I don't know what branch of MBA is a part of. I'm going to talk with my chairman. Okay, I'm in Ikeja branch. I'm going to talk to my chairman because that was what was going through my mind that we need this. See my notes. As in my notes full and I'm just as I'm learning, taking notes. I know the things I want to think. So thank God I was raised by her. She also learned from her parents and she would always tell us, Jackie King Pamo. Let me say for the non-Yoruba speaking was Jackie Pamo means just keep a little, keep a little, no matter how much money comes my own. I'm also raising them with that savings culture. Because I test my boys at times. I know that I may give 500 naira, give 1,000 naira, and mentally I'm thinking at least you should have 150 savings. So they think I've forgotten. I may just ask them randomly, so how much do you have in your piggy bank? And they're trying to, I said, you think me that I gave you money, I didn't know what I'm doing, but now they know that it is something they must do. So I'm also advocating to us parents, let us teach our children, like from little to start saving. Once it's a part of them, they cannot, they cannot just do away with it. So thank you so much, sir. A lot has been learned today. Like I'm going away knowing that retirement, has to do with public, private sector. Like I started my law firm at age 26. And I've been earning since then. And, I was doing some mental calculation, like, okay, you've done some things, but like, you should have done better. So now that I know better, I know I will do better. And like you said it's never too late. The Chinese will say, they say the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. And the next best time is now. So we are encouraged. We know that no matter how close we are to retirement, we can still do something. And Mr. Chairman, trust me, I'm going to be seeing you after now, because I stumbled on most of the things I'm doing. So I want it organized and well planned. I want to plan it across board. And I hope, that I'm speaking the thoughts of some of us here too, because something like this, we should do something about it. It shouldn't just be another, lecture we heard. We should do something about it. And I'm so grateful that, I took the decision to be a part of CeProd. It's just been an amazing ride since 2021. I'm so grateful. God bless you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
We cannot say thank you.
Madam.
You have given us you have given us life. Like we say in CeProd, productivity, improves the quality of your life. The quality of our life is improved again today. So to everybody, we're more than 70 something, earlier when I checked. Every participant, 90. Yes. So I'm sure we're encouraged, we are fired, we know what retirement is, we know the stages, and we know the tips. And I'm sure he gave us just a few tips. But even with these few tips, we can do something. Yes, they're just tips. So, like we say, the Christian dog say, go in this might. So I would just encourage us to go in this might and grow in it. Because God forbid that, we don't do something now, as in, it won't be for want of, not knowing what to do. We've learned, Mr. Chairman is there, we can see him, as in, like, engage him, consult his services, and, do better. I work with children, and I see a lot of, children that are out of school because, the father or the mother's work was stopped abruptly. And these are times that we're not even sure of anything. Since COVID, life has been different. So we can't just be going, as in by default mode. We can control things. And like he said, he's living a life now that people are saying is probably because, he did something. And that's because that was the narrative before. Anybody you see balling after, retirement is because they misappropriated some funds and all that. But no, we can actually plan it. So the ball is in our courts. The responsibility is on us now to do something about our retirement. And in the absence of any other question and contribution, once again, Mr. Oloyede, thank you so much.
Dr. Adewale, can you please round up for us? Doctor is here.
Okay.
Board member. Doctor.
Okay, doctor, yes.
Dr. Adewale,
is he online?
It's online, sir.
Okay, all right. Thank you, sir.
Yes, from the various interactions, we can see that this has been a very wonderful and timely presentation. So we have spent a lot of time. So on behalf of the President, Professor Gupta, the DG, Dr. Chris Egbu, the presenter, and members of the board, the fellows, and all the other members, we really appreciate your presence with us, because this presence has been encouraging with various questions. And we believe that from what is going on, there will be a second part of this at a time that Dr. Oloyede will keep us informed. I really appreciate Dr. Oloyede because it takes time to make this kind of presentation. And for him to be around at this time, creating the time, and for the DG to leave his event to come and speak to us, and every other person that has been involved, we really appreciate your presence. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. And I want to also appreciate the admin, because but for them, and the technical crew, but for them, it will have been a problem. But we thank you, everybody, for being there for us and encouraging us. Thank you, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Chairman, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Chairman.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
My brother is J.D. Oloyede, John Dare Oloyede. He's a barrister.
Oh, okay.
You must know him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
We talk the same way and guess the same way.
Yes,
Our
you
voice
do.
is the same.
Yes, you do. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, all of you, and God bless you. Thank you.
Okay, so till next month. Bye for now.
You.
Yes.
Enjoy that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Well done.
Thank you.